Advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners, or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trustco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informanté radio station. This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age.
Choosing, no bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. I hear them calling my name, calling my name. Would you see me through darkness before I ascend? Would you see me through hard times and not close the door from end to end? Think I can't hear you when you're screaming out loud. You think that I fear you, showing your soul right out of your mouth. Scream at me before I decay into the mist banks of Wolfish Bay, and leave before you get to say you own unloved people as trophies. Lately I'm not choosing, no bruising my way. Cursed by your demons.
So, mirror, mirror, can you make it clearer? Cause they don't know how my prophecy goes. I was born to be king, I was born for the dream. I was built for the ring, I'm in love with the screams. So I do this for the beams, the lights, in case they ever ask. I just hope I can make it all last.
Lately I'm not choosing, no bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. I hear them calling, calling my name, calling my name, calling my name.
Well, that's nobody but Vaughan Orange on Informanté Radio. The fantastic song there, eh? With the song calling my name. Maria, you really like that song.
I'm performing that song.
Oh, that's why we got it just for you this morning.
Excited. Oh, tomorrow is the day.
Tomorrow is the day. Neville, did you check the dance moves, eh?
Kyk nee.
She's got it in the room.
Nee, kyk, Maria, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah. So every time I hear like a Vaughan Aaron song, I get so excited.
Yeah,
Especially
he's
the
really
ones that
cool, isn't he?
He's really cool. And it's just like stellar guy. I mean,
yeah,
we've been working together. Such a nice guy. Funny. You know.
Okay, so that obviously made your weekend, and we will be reflecting on what happened tomorrow on Monday.
Ja,
Ons sal 'n bietjie terugkyk.
Wag net gou, because I really had to reply to a very important message here. So, where were you last night? Sorry, I need to get into you. Yes?
Last night?
Ja.
How's the audition?
Jy het mos groot gepraat and you just left. I didn't see you perform last night on stage.
No, you came late. You came after I performed.
Oh, okay, sorry toch.
Jy het laat gekom. We started with group 4 and then group 5. I'm group 5.
Okay. Kyk, ek wil julle sê nee. Guys, buy your tickets today.
Yes.
It's going to be quite a blast tomorrow because I had the opportunity to watch Lazarus sing last night. It was a disaster. I thought I can't sing. Dai Wambo can't sing for his life. It's not going to save him.
Two things happened when I went for band practice. After I watched Lazarus and after I watched Harold and Colin, I was like, I can do this. I am the best singer. Those people will give you newfound confidence. That's how terrible they are. So,
but I must tell you, Harold and Colin stepped up their game last night.
Really?
Oh, no. Their rehearsal was really off the chain.
I'll see today because the past few days I've just been...
Lazarus.
I mean, it's entertaining. It's got there's an entertainment value, but yeah.
Lazarus. He was singing the dog last night. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? everybody. We sit there like,
He's tone deaf. He's tone deaf.
Toch asseblief. Wambo klim af asseblief. So there's going to be a lot of entertainment value tomorrow night. So, yeah, can't wait. Can't wait.
The thing keeps buffering.
What's buffering?
It's okay from my side. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's running okay here on my side as well.
No,
Maybe it's your
what
phone. Maybe Maria doesn't have airtime. Let's buy Maria some airtime.
That's one thing you'll never find me without data. So if it's buffering on my side and I get...
Your network.
No.
It's okay on my side.
What?
No, wat gaan aan?
His video is buffering. Okay, now it's... Alright.
Just restart your phone.
I'm not going to restart my phone.
So, Neville, we need to start the show with some football news.
Yeah. I thank you very much. Yes, it's kind of quiet probably in the comment section today.
Okay.
Because they were very loud yesterday morning and the day before and the day before that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mine, hear me. We. Let me put it to you like Trump would say. We played the best ever game against Liverpool last night. We're the first team in 60 games who successfully went to Anfield and go and beat Liverpool. Nobody has a better record than us. Okay? So I want anybody out there who would like to comment on the show to please come and say something. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the score then?
We beat them 5-4 on penalties.
5-4 on penalties.
Yes.
Look at this one
Does that
breaking
still
about
count?
penalties.
Ja.
You are skryg jy nie skam nie.
Ja.
Luister, hulle moes ons gewen het.
Maar kry jy nie skam nie.
Ek kry nie skam nie.
Shameless.
A win is a win. Is klaar wat dit so is.
Okay, but it's not the Premier League Cup. It's the EFL Cup. FL Cup.
Carabao Cup. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a very cheap streetwise two combo cup.
No Hungry Lion.
Oh, Hungry Lion.
It's not the real players, man. It's the ones that are sitting on the bench.
They have a Liverpool shirt on.
Okay, we'll give it to you this time. But,
Thank you. Thank you.
Tuesday spoke a total different story.
Yes.
Ne?
Yes.
Maria.
But that's the thing about whether it's soccer, rugby, whatever. It's extremely difficult to beat the same team.
Yes.
In 7 days.
Yeah.
Of playing each other. It's and I've seen it happen so many times, Kaufi. It can be rugby, it can be football, it can be whatever.
Yeah.
But if we played against each other 2 days ago and you beat me, I will go and correct my mistakes and I'll come back.
You'll have a real good look at yourself.
Yeah.
Rivaldo says here, and I mean, he's got a point. He says, only small teams celebrate winning on penalties. What a shame.
Rivaldo is dom, G. Yeah. Gaan speel fair.
Well, at least we've got Neville all positive and happy to go into the weekend and do.
Can you feel it?
What is the song with the dog and that he was cut out?
That he was cut out.
Baby, you're the one. This is how Neville. Laz. Hey, you're the one I love. It's terrible. It's terrible. Hey, you're the one
I can't wait.
It's terrible. But it's entertainment value there, so just get your tickets. All right.
Yeah. Coronavirus update.
Yeah, let's.
Coronavirus update.
Do you want to first read the comments so we get them out of the way?
Yeah, let's read the comments then.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got a couple of comments this morning. Neville, watch your mouth on Laz, because you won't go to the farm for mentorship and hunting. Yes, Asino Erastus. Yeah.
He can keep his mentorship. Stel die belang nie.
Then Leslie Chiramba says, your high BP is saved. Neville LFC don't want you to suffer too. Omis. Nah. Okay, I don't know what to make of that comment, but yeah.
No, we get it.
Oh, you guys get it. It's not a whitey thing.
No, it's not a whitey thing. It's Cassie life.
Cassie life. Okay, then Benito says, ag Neville, stop it. Net tot penalties, dan kry jy groot kop. Hou op met daai chura maniere.
Hallo, asseblief. If you've seen my head from your screen, dis klaar 'n groot kop.
Ja.
Okay? So my kop kan nie groter raak nie.
Then Vosha, Greenwood Nava says, from Luderitz, says, this show makes me pay my accounts and do my shopping in 3 days. Something I used to do in a day. Laat meneer daarom uitvind. Nee? Ja.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
No. This I think probably the wisdom she gains from the show.
Oh.
And yeah, we also keep her very much occupied.
Oh,
Yes.
all right, okay. Oh,
Then we've
you.
got Heinrich Hafeni saying, Moro from Ondessa. Huh?
Away.
Nice to
Oh,
have.
Swakkies.
Swakkies.
Ja, swak op. Hoe lyk die weer daaronder? How's the weather? Is it cold? Is it wet? What's going on?
Must be.
Heinrich, let us know.
I was supposed to be in Swakop last weekend,
Okay.
but there are certain people who will remain nameless who are begging me not to go to Swakop. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you trying to throw one at me or what?
Nee, ek het nie met niemand gepraat nie. Ek sê maar net, I was supposed to be in Swakop last week, but I was begged. Neville moet tog gaan nie asseblief. Kom ons gaan saam volgende naweek of die week daarop.
Ja, mos.
So you know stuff like that.
And now my client postponed to November,
Oh.
which is good. It gives me time to
Nee,
prepare.
yeah.
Well, then we've got Kalui Buchter Luderitz. She asks, Shines, how are you? Maybe you can just tell her how you're doing, Shines.
Kyk.
Yeah.
Shines is like,
Shines is scum now.
I'm
You know,
good.
Kaloi, she's a big Shines fan. As Shines net hier voorkom.
No, she just loves my music.
No, she just loves you. What do you mean?
Yeah, she loves your
the
music
music
and
is part
you.
of you.
Ask her what she likes.
Kaloi, we are trying to find out how much do you love Shines on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest.
Do you love Shine's music or Shine's?
Okay. Shine says I must rather ask you, do you love Shines or do you love Shine's music? Or do you
Yeah.
love both?
And Kaloi, we just want to tell you, Shines is single.
Yeah, Shines is very single. No, actually Shines has a
Shines, are you
girlfriend.
single or are you in a relationship, Shines?
Depends.
Oh, it depends.
He says it depends
it-
who's asking.
What time of day or that kind of thing? Oh, okay.
It depends who's asking.
It depends who's asking.
Yeah. Oh, she says 10. She's giving you a 10.
Yeah,
She definitely loves you. So yeah, Shines.
I say.
So is Shines now the only one who gets a 10-year?
Ja, Neville, you and I
like
ons is te oud, man.
you don't
Nee,
like
ek vra net.
yes, like it.
Huh?
We're too old, Neville. Oh, Neville, I'm going to enjoy you so much in the old age home. Ooh, daai tannies en daai rolstoele, ons sal hulle daarom warm maak.
No, last night.
Wait, before you go, Kaloi says both on my CV is also single.
Ah, Kaloi. I say, Luderitz. Shines is
I
gonna,
love it.
Shines is going to live in Luderitz one day.
Lester, Maria, last night at the auditions.
Yeah.
So we are a couple of guys who's now
Couple.
either 50 or in our
More than
late
a couple.
40s. We are a few guys. Okay. No sit us daar. And we did check out some of the flavors there
Yeah.
while they are performing.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, like yo, so
Perverted.
but we all look at each we all look at each other like, ai, ouers hou op. Ons sal doodgaan.
Was there some nice talent?
Ja. So, ouers los net. Jy sal jou hart sal nie hou nie, los net. Ja.
I was wondering. So this is okay. This is how I suss out Neville. Neville is a bad snack. So I work with Neville. We're in this studio from morning. I see him throughout the day. I see him when he's leaving this office. But when he sees me at the NTN, he comes and he hugs me. Like he's seeing me for the first time in a long time. And I always find him standing with the boys when he hugs me. What are you trying to do, Neville?
No, I'm just a nigger repellent. Just trying to keep the vultures away. But kyk nee, as jy ouens my gaan vra, if they would ask me that, is it jou goeie day? As I say, yeah.
Denzel Spiegel says,
throw you under the bus.
Never will not make it to the old age home. Ons stuur hom sommer net plaas toe. Hy sê, daar is nie bokke en nie beeste. Nee. Neville the farmer. I've got to see that. Huh?
Well, I won't be able to make it in an old age home.
We'll give you a Herrero starter pack.
Yeah.
You know, those sandals and a Land Cruiser in a hood. You know, those that you get at Shilongo Leatherworks.
Those Omega sandals.
What do you guys say? Reservati?
Reservati.
They were screaming. I think a Herero guy was performing and this governor, Marius, was like, oh, Reservati. It was, when Kadembire.
The question is, do we send you to Ochimbingwe or do we send you to Okakarara? Which one would you prefer?
Okakarara. It's the two extremes.
Go to Okakarara.
Send me to the south.
To the south, Dabadi Namas.
Yeah, I love the south. Yeah, if you really have to send me to the extreme parts of any other place.
Okay.
Stuur my Masede toe.
Was by Slip hiervoor.
Slip or whatever. Kyk.
Aus.
Malte here or whatever.
He wants his yellow bones that God took extra time to start from the behind, so they say.
I will not entertain such blasphemy.
No, Neville can't be a farmer because he can't sleep in the afternoon. Dis was wat die boere doen. Hulle slaap mos altyd in die middag.
Kan nie slaap in die middag nie. No, that I can't.
Okay, so let's give you your daily coronavirus update. At the moment, we're standing at 11,373. Deaths, Maria, this morning is 123. Yes. So since yesterday, we picked up another two deaths. More, Recovered 9,083. We are still seeing that trend of good recoveries in Namibia. Active cases as of today, 2,167. The active cases over the past week and a half seems to level itself out at about 2,000, 2,100 cases. Question is this to be expected for the future, that we are constantly going to have 2,000 cases of COVID in Namibia? Or can we bring this down so that we get these figures down, hopefully back to zero as we had it in February? That's the big question. Talking of corona.
What do you think? You think we can even push the numbers a little bit down?
Yeah,
even further?
I think we will. I think we will. Look, we're entering summer. It's getting warmer weathers. It's so...
Yeah. No. But it's cold. It's kind of chilly this morning. For the last 2-3 days.
Yeah. One of my reporters was with a blanket. Came with a blanket to work.
It was cold. Yeah. Okay, so Ronnie Joe Kandiri Kirira says Donald Trump test positive to coronavirus.
I sincerely hope...
Not only him, his wife Melania too.
I wanted to say something, but I know I'm a Christian.
I believe.
My Christian values do not align with what I'm thinking. So I need to check my mouth.
Yes. I sincerely hope that the virus is okay. I sincerely hope the virus is okay. And this is proof. This is finally proof that there is human to animal transmission in this virus.
Yes. Well, the question is, what did he expect? What did he expect? I mean, his total, relaxed attitude towards coronavirus, and there he has it now.
Yeah, and the sad part for the Trump family is that poor Melania will have to be quarantined with this guy.
Do they quarantine them?
We were talking about it this morning, Maria. She's got a bitter face.
No, she's miserable.
She's like as if she's just not happy.
They even did a video of after the debate, you know, when the two candidates stepped down, you know. So Joe Biden's wife comes and they hug and it's warm.
Yes.
And
Melania touches him and that's it.
You done well.
I mean, and we know so many times where she smacks his hand on the side, like he's trying to hold her, you know. She just seems. Oh, but I can't imagine that anybody would be happy married to that guy. So.
No, come on.
Always, absolutely not.
Yeah, but really, I hope. I would I don't want him to die. Okay.
No, I mean no.
I don't want him to die, but
none of us want anybody to.
But we won't complain.
No, we'll just continue. Life just continues. No? But here, Asino Erastus
The devil
says,
made me say it.
Yes, Asino Erastus says, and the lioness spotted her prey. 100% successful hunt, I suppose. Yeah. What happened to his fabulous negative? Joe Biden told him to wear a mask.
The virus, stand back and stand down.
Ja. Dan hierso Otto Archie Hansen says die virus op 'n ander manier ook omdat ons meer aandag gee na family and close ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just you know, he was preaching totally the wrong thing, and here he is, and Donald Trump and his beloved Melania, they are now COVID positive.
Yeah.
Leslie say, Neville, keep those young male away from Maria. Keep giving her those daily hugs.
No, I will.
You are the leader of the pack.
Thank you.
Old male lion do that.
Yeah.
And I'm on your side. Why, Opa Neville? He's not keeping the young ones. These are the older. It's his age group that he's... The guys he's standing with his age group.
Yeah.
We don't actually have young guys performing.
No,
not
we don't
really.
have
We
young guys performing.
A few like Louis Munana, and there's OC Ebbs, Huro, Mitch. Those, we have a few young ones. But otherwise, is like Coach
plus.
Ricardo, Colin, Harold, there's all groot mense, Les.
Yeah, we're all 40 plus.
Yeah, all 40 plus, yeah. Tim really looked around his age group when he was speaking this group, yeah.
But guys, you need to log in tomorrow. Please log in tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's really going to be fun. Guys, there's just one issue that I would like to share with you guys this morning. And Cubase, if you do watch the show, I would like for you to comment, because it's something that Cubase posted last night. And wow, it took me quite of a flat spin last night when I saw this. There's this video, guys, of a woman with her daughter in the car seat. I don't know if you've seen this. Her daughter sits in the car seat, and she's filming. She's filming her daughter, but she's giving her daughter the beating of this child's life.
While
she's
on
driving.
Camera.
Yeah, she's on camera.
While she's driving.
No.
Okay, this
the
part.
car is in a stationary position.
Okay.
So I'm like, hey, that's a little bit excessive. And she gets out, and she goes to the back seat, still filming her daughter. But this woman is livid.
Is this Namibian or
No. It's an American.
American.
It's a black woman.
African
American. And she's beating her daughter. Keeps on beating her daughter. And she's incensed over something that we don't know what this is about. So, and then we see this other video of this perceivedly 8 or 9-year-old child on video filming herself, making a very suggestive video clips about herself.
What, like bordering on pornography kind of thing?
Bordering on pornography.
How old?
Kidding me? 8-year-old.
Huh? 8.
Yeah, she's about 8, 9 years.
Jy's nie ernstig.
Yeah, she's about 8 or 9 years old. So, filming her behind, in front.
Are you sure 8, 9?
Yeah. And she makes sexual suggestive movements on this video. And then we connected
that's why
beating
she's
with the video.
Okay.
And then I started reading the comments. And there was well over about 80, 90 comments where people were basically sort of
Split.
praising the mother.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay.
For getting into her daughter.
Right.
So my question to you guys here this morning, and I guess to the general public out there, is, was the mother right to give the daughter a hiding?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is an 8-9-year-old child.
So, was this a Facebook video or a TikTok video or a YouTube thing?
I
or
don't
what?
know.
Okay.
TikTok is probably the thing that these kids, I mean, my daughter is on TikTok. She
Right.
does that. And obviously, there's some stuff that I keep on telling my daughter, hey.
Yeah.
Need die video nie asseblief.
Okay.
You don't go there. So it just opened another can of worms again. And I can already see Maria going
No,
into...
no. I'm, when you said TikTok, before we get into this,
Yeah.
I just, I told my kids know, I've spoken to them. They're not allowed social media.
Yeah.
Until I approve it, whatever. Then I found out, this is about 3 months ago, and then I found out my daughter has a TikTok account that was opened for her by a friend. And it was brought to my attention, and she had posted at this point 3 videos.
Yeah.
But you know what's so interesting? Because when we had this discussion, when I was telling them why I don't want them on social media, and specifically TikTok, but on all social media, I say I don't need your face exposed, because even when I post them, I blur their faces. Mm-hmm. And it was so interesting after seeing my daughter's account, even though she had only posted 3 videos, all the videos she did, she actually put that smiling emoji in front of her face. So she wanted to have a TikTok, but she remembered what I told her.
Yeah.
That she covered her face. But obviously I still made her delete it. I was like, that's still besides the point. Like, thank you that you considered what I said and that you did not show your face on the video, and I'm glad you covered your face. But I still don't want you on social media, because then they get into the likes and the hype, and they're constantly looking who's commenting, who's liking, who's sharing, what the friends have to say about it, and that consumes a lot of their time.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I don't want them. I still want them to have a childhood, a normal, what I consider a normal childhood. But now getting into this topic, I don't know. I think, you see, when my kids do something that is unbecoming of their age, I generally see how I've enabled them, to do that. So in this case, is if my daughter, say that she's 10 now, but let's say she's making suggestive videos, I need to ask, what is she exposed to, and how did I contribute to that? Did I not put enough boundaries in place? Have I not spoken enough with her for her to understand what's appropriate behavior, inappropriate behavior, whatever? But a lot of them I bring back, because I'm, as the primary caregiver, as their mother, as the guardian, I need to understand how I contributed or enabled some of this behavior. So my response would never be, first of all, I don't hit, that. But my response would never be that much. I think it would first be to sit with myself, understand how I've enabled that, or even enabled that culture.
Yes.
In her, or for her to think that that's okay.
Yeah.
And then have a sit down and really talk about it. In which I also say, and this is something I say a lot to my kids. I was like, Mama is also wrong.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have allowed this, and I shouldn't have whatever, but that's going to change from here on. We're going to take your phone away, or we're not going to allow you social media, or you're not going to be, we're going to watch the type of shows you're watching, or, regulate your TV or your computer or whatever. But so this would be a conversation, then explain why what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
I would never I don't think there's education in just beating.
Yeah.
Because what it just teaches kids just to be more secretive. Now they'll still do it. They just will make sure you don't know about it.
Yeah.
But that's just how I think as a parent.
Maybe we can just look at a couple of comments, because the comments are coming in fast and furious. Thank you, everybody. Nice to see your reaction. Voisha Greenwood Navas says, the beating was justified. We can do counseling afterwards. Here it comes. The question is, the beating, is that a reaction from the mother in terms of protecting the child? or are we looking at the beating in terms of punishment?
I think most time people look at it as punishment.
But perhaps when the mother saw this, she got so infuriated, and her mother instincts kicked in and says, I now have to react, otherwise my child will be exceptionally vulnerable if this, and she went into the hiding in terms of, I want to protect my child at all costs.
But my question is also, why you see, this is why I'm saying it's already a toxic environment, because why is she filming it? Why is she putting it on camera?
Right.
I mean, it's almost now that I can understand why the daughter did what she did. If this is her mother that's filming a beating, I understand like certain things that are private. If you want to reprimand your child, you do it off camera, you have an earnest conversation with them, and if you feel like you need to spank them to educate them, then by all means do that. But why is this for show?
And there I agree with you. There's this addiction of taking every part of our lives to social media. That sort of, probably we as parents, it starts reverberating. It trickles down to our kids. Because they see what we're doing. Everything must go to social media. If I want to beat my child's ass, it needs to go to social media. Whether it's right or wrong.
When I'm reprimanding them, it's social media. Where, it's and by the way, this is where I know that she didn't do it to discipline a child. If you're trying to discipline a child, you do it off camera, you discipline, and you really try and understand how you can mitigate and find a solution to this so it doesn't happen again. But the minute you switch your camera on and you do that, I think it's because it's for show. It's no longer to really protect this child. It's for show because this video is out there. People have seen it. She's probably embarrassed. And now she needs to show the world and everybody who's watched it that as a mother, I'm taking care of it. I'm handling it. But now you're still feeding into the public. You're still doing it for an audience.
It's like, hi, everybody, look at me. What a good mother I am. But be sure to look at the video.
Just make sure you look, because I did discipline her. I did beat her. So let me do this on camera and let me be harsh about it.
Sure. Wondi Mouton has got a question. She says, vraag is, waar het die kind dit gesien? Waar die kind, where did the child see this stuff to begin with? So
that's
that is
the first
spot on,
you ask yourself.
Yeah.
And ask your child that. Where did you learn this? Where have you seen this? And then you can start regulating the content.
Emilia McGorgeous Kashops, I hope I pronounced that right. She says, I saw the video too. The child was even twerking. Now that's a different story. Twerking is quite a sexual thing.
But they learn it. They consume it. It's a culture now, especially African American. It's everywhere.
So she says, I will not say if she was right or not. However, I would have probably done the same. It's probably reflexes. She does not even look above 10, this girl. Wow.
Yeah. I think this whole twerking thing, I think kids at that age don't see twerking as anything sexual. They just see this as a cool...
They see it in music videos.
Jerusalem.
Just another doing it.
Everybody's doing it. So, and they don't understand the sexuality behind it.
And just by the way, you find a lot of these kids, they go to parties like with their parents, like, family get-togethers, and people start drinking and there's music playing and their aunt is twerking. And the kids are seeing this. Why would they think it's wrong if their aunt is doing it or their older sister or their mother is doing it? They're not going to think anything wrong with it.
Okay. We've covered that part. Not to film everything and post it on social media, what you do in your personal life. We covered the part where we do agree that what the child has done was wrong. Now, the beating, whether it was filmed or not filmed, now that is the question. And that is obviously where opinion divides us as to
appropriate way to discipline a child.
The appropriate way to discipline a child. Sou ek my dogter geslaan het or not? I think probably in this specific instance, I would not have given my daughter a hiding. I would have.
You said it's a teaching moment.
Yeah, it was a teaching moment. There would have been a sit down and say, sweetheart, you can't do something like this. You need to be a little bit careful out there. There are people who see you. There's nie meer a cookie daar nie. It's not, don't call it a little cookie. That's your vagina. And that's not something that you need anybody to see or have an imaginative mind of what it looks like, etc., etc. Be careful. I obviously, when it comes to giving a hiding, I have other reasons why I would give my daughter a hiding. So, but for this instance, no. Yeah. But obviously, we all differ when it comes.
I guess we all have got different ways and means of being parents, isn't it?
Wat sê jy, Kalfie? Ek wil graag hoor.
Young, I've never been in the situation where I had to give my children a hiding, but then I've also got to say that I've got a separated life. I'm divorced.
Yeah.
And the children are predominantly with the mom.
Yeah.
But and here I've got to give my ex-wife an immense amount of credit because we really get on well.
Yeah.
Is that the job that she as a mother has done to the children in the time that I've not been so much available is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So I've got to kind of agree with a lot of the comments that are coming in, like, where did the child see this? Why does an 8 or a 9 or a 10-year-old have a phone to begin with? If they have the phones, are we as parents not responsible in terms of what those children, what they're doing, regulating what the kids are doing? So here it comes. It has basically come up to this particular point. So it is so incredibly difficult. We're getting lots of comments coming in where our viewers and listeners are saying, yeah, the hiding has been justified, and there have also been comments in line of what Neville was saying. You know, the hidings don't work. Take the child and you know, speak to the child and fix it with words rather than with beatings. Yeah. So it is a very, very difficult topic this morning, Neville, and I don't know what to say. I can't lean towards the one and I can't lean towards the other.
Yeah.
You know, like I said yesterday, punishment should be swift and severe. Donnery klein, bliksem, kry ou and done with. You know, I mean, I've received hidings from my parents. My mom had a wooden spoon with a hole in it. Ek weet nie of julle het van daai kooklepels het met die gat binne. She would pull me out of the bath.
While you're wet.
Then I'm wet. And then she would vix the living daylights out of me. And that was just for splashing in the bathroom and making a mess in terms of water. So the Kaufman family was brought up very strict with specific rules, and you don't mess with your mother.
Maar die probleem is ook net, julle Duitsertjies wil nie geluister het nie.
Nee.
She keeps on telling you, stop splashing the water.
Yes.
Stop splashing the water. That is good.
The problem was the water was running out the bathroom door, out the front door, into the garden. So I think it might have been a little excessive splashing, if you know what I mean. But in hindsight, and over the years, up to now, okay, now as an adult, you know, I can't really say that those hidings really... That they didn't do me any good. They brought me back in line, and you know, this is what we need to do with the kids, because they are children. Their brains are still developing. They are free human beings. They don't know the regulations and rules and moral standards that well.
Yeah, but the question is the only way to guide them
a hiding?
A hiding.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see, this is...
I can't really say that hidings are the beginning and the end all in terms of bringing up children. You know, I mean, I've been mishandled at school with hidings, and it broke me emotionally. And the one guy is still alive, and believe me, he doesn't live in Windhoek. I know exactly where he is, and I still have a little bit of a thing
for him.
There's two things I remember a child psychologist telling me. It says the first thing is if you are a parent that believes in spanking children, don't do it when you're mad. Don't ever do it when you're mad. Wait to calm yourself, and then when you're doing it, it's clear what you're doing. If you're doing it in an angry state, You're doing it for all the wrong reasons.
But Maria,
That's what they said.
yeah, no, I hear what
Yeah,
you
yeah.
say. But a beating is not any good probably for a parent if he's calmed down.
Actually, my dad, my siblings got beaten once by my dad. I've never been beaten by my dad or my mom. I wasn't beaten as a child, but I remember my dad, and the only way he was effective is if you did something wrong, he would first call you to the bathroom, sit down on the. This is what he would do: close the toilet pot, right? And he'll sit on the toilet, and he'll close the bathroom door, and you sit on the bathtub, and he's facing you like this, right? And he'll explain why what you did is wrong.
Right.
Okay, so he'll explain what you did is wrong. You don't do this. I don't expect you this. Or if I tell you I need you home at 8, I expect you to be there at 8 and not a minute later and whatever. And then he tells you, the next time you do this, if you do this again, I'm going to beat you. There will be consequences. So you go out and then you apologize and whatever, you leave the bathroom. Now let's say you do it again. My dad will take you to the same bathroom. This time with a belt, and this is how my sisters got belted. And then he will say, remember last time we were in here?
Yeah.
Yes. Very calm. Very calm guy. Remember last time we were here? Yes. And you went out and I told you have to be at home at 8 and not a minute later? Yes. What time did you get home today? 8:15. Okay. So you've broken my rule? Yes. What did I tell you would happen last time if you break the rule? You said you'd beat me. He says, okay, now I have to keep my promise.
Yeah.
And he will make you turn by hold the bathtub, give you a few, and you scream, ah! Okay, me, I wasn't beaten.
Yeah.
Because I never made the same mistake twice. That's how smart I am. I would make new mistakes. I just wouldn't repeat the same ones. Yeah. And then that's it, but very calmly. And you never did it again after that spanking. So he's never been a bad makela. No, very calmly. But it really sent the right message to all of us. We respected our parents. We weren't like crazy, but my parents also knew how to choose their battles. For example, splashing is not something we would necessarily get beaten for. They would just make us clean.
Okay.
Like that, like clean everything, but it worked.
My 15-year-old and my 11-year-old, especially my son, my 15-year-old son, there were times, I think, of all my 4 kids, I think he got the most spankings. Because he is a little hothead. He does push boundaries. Love him very much, but it's just one of those things. But for every beating that I've ever given him, it probably used to work back then.
Yeah.
But with him and my little daughter, the worst thing that I can do to them. Kom hierso. Gee hy selfoon hierso.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one. Yeah.
My phone.
Yeah.
Mommy,
I'm lost.
Daddy
Or you put off the Wi-Fi.
wants to take my phone.
That's true.
Gee hy phone hierso.
Yeah. Yes.
And I would pull that in for the next 2 weeks.
Yes. They hate that. Yeah.
They die literally if you or the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then again,
Daddy, when you set the Wi-Fi off.
but I can't do that to myself because I can't stream Pornhub without Wi-Fi.
Oh, I finished Pornhub. I watched it all.
One day, you know what I
I
did?
finished it last week.
Just, if you don't...
Ag kyk, ek sal môre weer begin.
Ja.
Is there new episodes?
No. No, man.
Yeah. So
you
taking
just
that away.
change the password of the Wi-Fi if you want to continue. I've done that. Mine are 10 now, so naughty corners are done. We're done with the naughty corners. They don't work anymore.
No, naughty corners.
But taking away prized possessions,
Yeah.
I promise you it works. And sometimes I just change the Wi-Fi password.
Ne?
So they'll be like, Mommy, the password. I'm like, for 2 weeks.
Ek
No,
ken nie wat
no
gaan aan nie.
Netflix, no gadgets, no, because they don't have cell phones. They won't have cell phones until they're much older. Wi-Fi off, and they're just there. Then they'll come to me like day 3, Mama, we're bored.
It is the. I'm telling you, it's the weirdest scene at our house to see my kids come out of their rooms
Because they don't have phones.
Daddy? I say, yeah. Did you pay the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. But the Wi-Fi is not working. I said, oh, no, I got something here from the group, from the Liesnheim group, that there's some network issues with Wi-Fi. Oh, thank God. Oh, Daddy. So you're going to let us know when it's on again. I think, is that the reason why you're greeting me? Is that the reason why you just came out of your room?
Yeah.
Covered love.
Daddy, you know.
But okay, maybe we can also, coming back to the question of where did this child see this kind of thing? Mada, when I was a kid, there was no television yet. We're talking about the late 70s, early 80s now. So we in Tsumeb only had the movie theater, kind of. And, the age restrictions on movies at that time. I mean, I wasn't allowed to go to the movies at night until I was 16 years old. Okay? And even at that time, if I did go out at the age of 16, my mom would check what movie is playing and what's the age restriction on that movie. The age restriction on media, movies, films, the film industry, Hollywood, Bollywood, doesn't care where it comes from. How many parents are sitting at home watching, let's say, the Sunday night movie on DSTV with their underage children, showing them movies that have got a PG of, let's say, 18? Isn't that inherently wrong?
That's what I'm saying. We should also check ourselves.
Yes.
And that's what I say, when my kids do something unbecoming, I try to understand how I've enabled it. Because once I take accountability, I can fix it. Because a lot of it starts with me fixing the situation so that I can rectify their behavior and their response to those situations. But nobody wants to take accountability. It's easy to say all the blame is the child.
Yeah.
All of it.
No, very
is
true.
Jay. No, how did you enable that environment? What are you exposing them to? What language? It's like this kid that swears. My kids are 10. I've never in my life heard my kids cussing. Even when they want to tell me that a child has cussed, they won't repeat the word. They'll just say, Mama, Brian said the F word. Because they know the F word is wrong. So they won't even repeat it. Okay? But then you see these videos that are circulating on social media. A 3-year-old saying, yo, what is this? You bitch, or whatever. This one video of a small kid crying, Mama, you, and then the B word. And you're like, at 3 or 2, however else, that child was 2 or 3, where did they learn that language?
Yeah.
And how did you enable it? The first time they swore, how did you correct it? Are you checking your language around your child?
Very true, because, I checked last week Sunday night, and it's something that I have to admit.
Yeah.
And this show is all about, we never sit here and try to portray ourselves to be on a moral high ground and that we don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
And because we all here on the show and on the stream to learn from each other. And I remember last week, Sunday night, when the movie premiere was on, Mefro was busy doing my daughter's hair.
Yeah.
And I was watching the premiere movie of the evening.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this, and Mefro and her daughter sits here doing her hair. So I can hear there's a lot of swearing in the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm like, so Mefro is like, my man, kan jy nie 'n ander movie kyk?
Yeah, record it and watch it later.
Ek sê nee, maar ek kyk mos die movie.
Yeah.
Sê Ayanda sit hier, I'm busy doing her hair.
Yeah.
So I just, very sheepishly just reduced the volume.
Yeah.
But I didn't change the channel.
Yeah.
Sort of just accepting that, these are words that my daughter knows already.
Yeah.
Obviously, swearing, etc., is not allowed
In the
house.
Yes.
And I despise it when I see videos like that where parents sort of glorify their swearing kids.
Like, I think it's cute.
Luister, sê toch vir Auntie Maria. Sê vir haar, wat het jy gister vir oom Hannes gesê?
Ja.
Sê. Ek het vir oom Hannes gesê, oom Hannes jou ma se bloed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yes,
that gets
yes,
celebrated.
Yes, yes.
Savior.
Yes.
You get parents.
It's disgraceful.
Absolutely.
It's so disgraceful.
It's
I'm sorry.
just
There's
so
nothing cute
forbidden.
about it. There's nothing funny about it. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful. Do a better job as a
And that
parent.
is why you're living on the wrong side of the railway line.
And then your child goes and does something, and then you want to be mad and take your belt out and beat that child, forgetting how you've enabled their behavior.
Whether it's English or Afrikaans, and I just made the reason why I'm saying this in Afrikaans because it is the environment that I grew up, and those are the circles that I do move in. Okay,
Yeah.
so, but you get this in English, you probably get this in German.
No, you get it all over.
Okay, wherever people, parents enabling their children to do stuff like that.
Yeah. Tarek, Gino Mula says, kids are monkey see, monkey do.
That's it.
In other words, they reflect their parents.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So,
Not just their parents, the people around them constantly. Look
Yeah.
at the people you bring. I mean, very, very quickly, I even had to, I think we had, 2 years ago, we had a neighbor, and then that one day I'm getting in the car, I'm taking, because this is where the conversation started. My kids get in the car, and then my son says to me, Mama, do you know what a nega is? I said, a nega? Because I'm not clicking.
Yeah.
And then he
that's
says, no,
a German
it's a,
word for nigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, nigger. And
Yeah.
then I said, no, what's a nigger? He said, oh, it's a black boy. I turned, like I had not even started the car. I turned around and I said, what? Where
Yeah.
did you learn this? And then he told me, the kid, oh no, Ricardo told me. Like, who's Ricardo? No, the kid from the neighbor. Immediately,
Yeah.
I stopped. I said, first I had to explain to him why we don't use that language, why that word is wrong, and give him a bit of the history. And I mean, I went
Yeah.
into the slave time. I gave him the whole history.
9 yards.
Yeah, for him to understand why we don't use that word and why it's derogatory. And then I cut friendship because this kid was 3 years older than him. I think the boy was 11 at the time. It's like, I don't want you playing with this child. And they never played. And I mean, that child came knocking on our door a few times. And you just said, my mother doesn't want me playing with you. But that's how, because you regulate. You have
Yes.
to regulate their footprint. I'm like, if this kid is using this language, what else is my son going to be exposed to? And sometimes you take tough decisions as a parent, but you need to do what you need to do to protect your children at the end of the day. That's just what it is. Anyway, let's read some comments.
We need to read a lot of comments here
Yeah,
because
it's a
people
lot.
are.
There are many, many comments. I think I need to go back all the way to the top of the page to get all the comments read. So this might be might take a while. And,
No, it's fine. It's their show.
The Cooper Abel says, that's true, Kaufi. Mom did that to us too. Okay, so yeah. Also, Kaufi hidings. Oops, hang on a moment. Kaufi hidings, I got beat downs or a packing, as they say. So yeah, I guess this comes from many of us who have had the times where we got our hidings and all that kind of stuff. I guess hidings happen all across our Namibian households. So yeah, Erasi X says, I don't know if it's right, if it's the right. Oh no, this is a scammers thing. This has got nothing to do with the topic. I just want to get through the topics. I would like to joke that I'm going to beat my kids for laughs, but honestly, I don't have it in me. That's what Tarek Mustafa said. It's difficult as a parent to give your child a hiding, isn't it?
Before I had kids, I was like, imagine I wasn't even beaten as a child.
Right.
I was like, I'm going to be that parent that beats their child.
Right.
I'm going to beat my children. If you're out of line, I will beat you. I used to say that before. And then I became a mother, and I promise you I can't do it. But then again, also, I don't know if it's maybe a blessing that I actually don't have children that are difficult to discipline.
Yeah.
They actually listen to me. But Denzel Spiegel says something very interesting. He says, parenting shouldn't be always what you know about your children, but how the community knows your child.
Yeah.
Most children are best behaved around their parents, but disrespectful towards other people in the community. I always tell my sister, when you go out there, you are representing our family, so you better be best behaved out there. It's true. It's a community. It's true. We also say it takes a community to raise a child.
Avondre Kahurumba. Stop treating kids like ice cream. Hit the kids deur mekaar. so they know next time not to repeat the same thing. I used to fear my mother's woete belt. Ethel Koningsdogter Visagie, onbeskof en rou is nie cute nie. Okay? Braji, contact kids obviously do what parents do. Who is to be blamed? Nog ene Ethel Koningsdogter, okay. Yes, when the little is cute, wanneer hulle groot raak, dan wil julle die kinders doodslaan. Okay. Yeah, there's a few comments here.
Yeah.
Asino Erastus says, my uncle always shamboked us while on the background play Yvonne Chaka Chaka on maximum volume.
Thank you, Mr. DJ, for playing my song.
Yeah.
And then Castro Paul says, beating doesn't always help. My parents became muscular from the exercise of beating me, and I still misbehaved at home. And I was an angel at school. Can I just say, I think the most important thing, and this is where parents get it wrong, is know your child. Know your child and see what methods they respond to. For example, me as a child, beating wouldn't have helped. You don't need to beat me. Me, you just have to put that bass in your voice. I was a sensitive child. If you tell me you're disappointed in me, you've already ruined my whole week. You just could not say it. So just know your child. Some kids, unfortunately, respond only to beating. And some kids respond better to other methods of discipline. So, yeah, navigate that space.
Castro Paul, I noticed that most people were physically disciplined by their moms with spoons, belts, etc. But the kids always fear the father more.
Who hardly beat them.
Even if he never
Yes.
beats them.
Yes.
And it is something that
The bass, that bass in the voice.
my mevrou would call from home. Sy sê, "Honey, wie jy? Hierdie kinders van jou nê?" And she would be talking to the kids while she's on the phone. Ek is saam met julle se pa op die foon. He is hearing the conversation. Jy moet huis toe kom. Jy moet huis toe kom. Jy moet huis toe kom.
Let me give you
And that's it.
Let me give you an example. Tashia beats her kids, right? So sometimes my kids go over to her place or vice versa. Now you know her son is very naughty, right?
Yeah.
And so when they're together, sometimes the kids get up to no good. And she beats, like everybody knows that she's always screaming. I don't even raise my voice. But when she wants to, when they've really gotten out of line, if she just says to them, I'm going to call Auntie Maria.
Yeah.
They all start apologizing. No, please, mommy, please don't call Auntie Maria. And I don't beat. That's the thing. I don't beat kids. But they're afraid of me when I talk to them. And that's all I did. I just learned to put a bass in my voice. My kids are the same way. If I just say, don't try me. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Cease and desist. Forget what you're doing. Don't try me. Don't try me. You will come last. You will come last.
I've seen it also that with the kids, if they see that I sort of sheepishly look at them when they messed up. If this is how you want to do things,
let's play that game. Me, I challenge my kids.
Then so be it.
Yeah.
And then I can see the sheepishly going back to their rooms like. They in sixes and sevens because they don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. They're ready
just
for
don't
anything.
know.
It's like, it can be anything.
Yeah, it can be
might as well. I challenge my kids. I just like, if you wanna play this game, we can play. But you will not gonna win. And they know that. And they know that. They know that. Yeah, because my experience, my Anyway, let's read some more comments.
At the moment, I have to refresh my browser, so you guys going to have to help me out here with the comments, please.
Please, Maria, read.
Okay. Okay, there's a lot of conversations. Like I see Liva, Hiskia, and Avonja having back and forth. Liva Hiskia says to Avonja, "Stop abusing your kids when we are watching you. The mental and physical abuse." I don't know what Avonja said. Ailis again responding to Asino Kambikiti. Okay, I have Yvonne Chak. Okay, they're talking about. Okay, and then Kanjengo Zman says, my fellow parents, please, we must also be a nice example for our kids too. Please, arguments with your partner in front of the kids, dancing wrong moves in front of them, kissing your partner in front of them, saving the naked pictures of your videos in your phone while your kids can touch your phone every day. Please be careful. You put your kids in the wrong. I don't know about kissing though.
Excuse me, kissing?
No, like I think kids should see like kissing is okay. You can normalize
see that affection.
Yes, that affection is very important for kids to see actually.
Please,
but everything else I agree, like language, and inappropriateness.
You can't do rolling.
No, I think kids need to see mom and dad loving each other, being even playful with each other. I think they can understand. I think that's a very good environment to raise a child in, and kids should understand that. As if an is too much.
To be part of that, I think the who made that comment? Who made that comment?
It was Zetman.
Zetman. I think the most difficult part of, I think also in a marital home, in that setup, and I think all of us who are either married or live with a cohabiting partner or life partner for a very long time, and the kids are in the house, and you have a disagreement with your partner, and either it could be you or your partner who does not have the self-discipline not to take the fight in front of the kids. How do you respond? Yeah. So you're like, man, weet jy, please, kinders.
Yes.
Die kinders. Nee, ek sê vir jou. Kan ons net in die kamer gaan praat asseblief?
No, for me it's easy. I don't even in front of my family, and forget the kids. Like if we're having an issue, even my family and friends won't know it.
Yeah.
When I'm there, I can be very diplomatic. The minute we are alone, the roof's gonna come down.
We've got two comments in succession, and I actually like these. I'd like to read both of them. Leonie Strauss says, I just redirect when my son is doing something wrong. Don't do this, do this.
Yeah.
And then J. Froze Kata says, modern parenting is just weak.
Okay.
Interesting. Is it because of the liberalistic parenting style?
What makes modern... I mean, can we really say people that were beaten growing up didn't have traumas? Because I see it a lot. People don't have kids, but they have an obsession with beating kids. You're not even a parent and you're like, I'm going to beat my kids. Yeah. Are you really okay as a person? Have you really recovered? Do you pay perhaps some emotional trauma that you haven't dealt with because of those spankings you got as a child?
You are right. Aren't we just beating our children because we were beaten?
We were beaten and not really understanding it. It's just...
So, it's okay.
And we like to say we turned out okay. Have we really turned out okay?
Spot on. I'm beating my child because I was beaten as a child. Yes. How pathetic. Nee, vader weet, asseblief.
I guess.
And then sometimes you look at these people that were beaten as a child and they say, look how I turned out. And you say, exactly, look at yourself, look how you turned out.
No, I think I turned out, I just think, I haven't been in prison, I haven't whatever, but you're abusive, your language is abusive, or even physically you're abusive, but it's like, I haven't done a crime where I'm not in jail, so I turned out well. I'm an upstanding citizen. But look how you talk to your wife, or look how you talk to even your kids, or people around you. You have unresolved traumas. You have undealt traumas that you haven't. And it could be linked to the beatings, the terrible beatings you got. So I don't like this, I turned out okay. Have you really turned out okay? Are you not carrying some childhood trauma?
But then beatings between adults. Like, sticks and stones can break my bones, but whips and chains excite me. We can take those beatings in leather and shambok and whips into the bedroom, man. Turn it into something positive. Yeah. Swing from the chandeliers.
Such a white concept.
Ek wil nie geslaan word nie.
Wow, come on. Don't tell me it's not in the black community either.
Ons laat nie
We
mekaar
don't
nie.
chain each other and whip.
You
50
obviously haven't
Shades of
seen
Grey.
American movies. Go
I've
back
seen.
to Pornhub and go check it out.
We do it, but I just
I've
think you guys are a little bit more adventurous for
No,
sure.
you guys are way adventurous with that stuff. There are some of those videos where like, ew. I see this guy lying
So you don't get like 50 Shades of Omaheke, huh? Or something like that. It doesn't exist.
I see this guy. I saw this video of this guy lying naked on his back.
Right.
And this woman stands in front of him, just on his balls.
Oh,
Nee, man.
And he's excited by that.
Yes, the guy likes it.
And then we beat our 8-year-old daughters if they go on TikTok. Yeah, and here I've got it. I think it was Mona. That is where it originates from.
What?
That the children see these kind of things, and and they go with the flow, and they don't really realize that it's not
let
right.
Your child walk into your room, your balls being stumped.
Yeah. So that basically is that. As far as the weather is concerned, shall we talk about the weather?
Oh, Tarek says, I'm attending a Zoom wedding in an hour. Go 2020. I just read that, but I got whooped and won't dare beat my kids. The lesson is what? The lesson is the other way for me. All right. Good to know that, Tarek. There's like a lot of comments. We unfortunately will not get to all of them. But Otto Archie Hansen says, kids need to see their daddy loves and admire their mom. They must see how much the father shows respect and that beautiful love. So boys and girls see that love. They don't bite. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, kids need to see love between parents. Yeah,
I know. And whenever my kids obviously see me and Mufro being affectionate towards each other, and I know they don't mean it that way. It's just obviously weird, because it could be that they already see that, because my kids would always be like, oh, mommy, daddy, asseblief toch, let's just go get a room, please, just leave, just go. Don't do it here in the kitchen. But I know they appreciate that.
Yeah.
That affection that we do show to each other. So, and they are the first one that would say, as affectionate as my parents are not perfect.
Yeah.
Because we're not perfect. We still make a lot of mistakes on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But then again, you need to be actually very, very careful the kind of mistakes that you do make in front of your children.
Yeah.
So
I've got to bring this one comment up, just because this is really where the danger lies. Otto Archie Hansen says, believe me, I was a street kid because I was not beaten. I was tortured and abused. He says, well, I made it living in Sweden. Good life. Thanks God for that. Still, I have to see a psychologist. That's the damage my parents costed.
Who said that?
Otto Archie Hansen.
Otto,
and he says people
so
must wake
sorry.
up and treat kids better and plan and not stress on the kids. Otto, I'm totally with you on this one. We've seen it. These kind of things turn out later in life.
Yeah.
They come out in midlife crises and all that kind of stuff. You are spot on. And thank you very much, Otto, for having the courage to say this. I'm totally on your side.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, firstly, I'm very, very, very sorry to hear that you went through that. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And hopefully there can be a lesson there to be drawn. I mean, I don't know if you growing up, if you hear the gate moving, I mean, there's still kids today.
Yeah.
When they're at home, there's peace and there's laughter.
Yeah.
And when they hear the gate moving and it's the mom or dad coming home, the atmosphere in the house changes.
Yeah, it changes
I
completely.
mean, for me, I implore any parent that's watching that, please check that you're not that parent.
Yeah.
You're not that parent when the kids, when you're coming home, there's stress and distress at home because now they have to walk on eggshell. They don't know what day you've had and how you're going to enter that door and what person they're going to get that day. So there's just tension. Just check that you're not that person. And if you realize yourself in some of those traits, start doing the process, getting the process of self-correcting.
For instance, and maybe just throw another curveball with in this discussion, you would have like I have 4 kids. My 4 children, if you would put them into separate rooms and you would interview them, they would probably give you different accounts as how they see me as a parent or the mother as a parent, because you would have. I remember I was listening to this interview with Randy Jackson. It's he's one of the brothers of Michael Jackson.
Okay.
An older brother of Michael Jackson. And obviously with Joe being a very strict father.
Or abusive, please just use the word.
Yeah, abusive
He was
father.
a very abusive father.
And again, I use the word strict because, and this is what I want to say. So they asked Randy, for instance, so Randy, how did you as kids experience the kind of discipline that your father basically gave you guys? And Randy's answer was, you know what, as kids, we were raised by both our mother and fathers, but all of us have a different account as how we saw our father's discipline. For Michael, he was the youngest of us all.
Okay.
And he became the best singer out of all of us. But he got the most beatings. For us, we saw, for me, for instance, I saw my father's beatings as getting me in line.
Right.
For Michael, it was completely different. So you can ask any one of us. Latoya hated my dad. Janet loves my dad. She got some beatings as much as Latoya got the beating. So, and the reason I'm throwing it in there is because, again, you do have this divide of people on this one side.
But can I add to that, though?
Yeah.
I remember an interview with Michael Jackson where we were talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think he got the most beating, but he, in his interview, spoke about how he's the one kid that didn't need the beatings.
Yeah, he was.
So this goes back to exactly what I'm saying. This, like my kids, they're very different. The method I use for Clarissa doesn't work for Gabriel, and vice versa.
Okay.
It's and that's why
because of the characters.
Because of the characters.
Yeah.
And this is again what I was saying. Know your kids, and you don't have to have a blanket way of dealing with all of them. Clarissa takes more if you talk to her and make her understand. Gabriel, for example, at this age is if you take away gadgets for a while. So the different methods for different child based on personality. And so Michael was saying in his interview how he didn't need this because he was such a sensitive child, and he was always out trying to please his father, so he didn't even understand why he would get someone, because it's like, I'm doing everything I need to do to please you and to make sure that you're happy, but I'm still getting punished for it. And he said in his interview he didn't need the type of father he had. He would have liked a father that spoke to him more gently, and so that he, and that would have worked. And that's why he didn't beat his children as well, Michael. He didn't believe in it. So understand your children, apply the principle. For some, like you say, maybe Randy needed to be spanked, maybe Latoya didn't need to be spanked. Understand your children and apply discipline methods accordingly.
It's funny how kind of disturbing talking about that. Latoya Jackson would accuse her father of sexually abusing her.
Yes.
And then you would have Janet who would say that is utter rubbish. There's something wrong with Latoya.
But also parents also don't always treat all their kids the same. You might have found that he might have sexualized Latoya and not Janet. Anyway,
Leah Amunyela says, I can't have kids because I'm abusive. I have to unlearn what my parents did to me when I was small.
That's very honest.
But then again, she ends what she says with some kind of a, I don't know if this, to give a humorous spin to it, because psychologists are expensive. So,
who's that?
Leah, we appreciate your comment and being
very honest, and
very
I like
honest
that you know
about
yourself. By the way, Leah, that's Leah, right?
Yeah.
That's the first place.
It's the first step.
It's the first step is acknowledging and understanding where you are, and this help. But
Ja, maar ek het nie 'n drankprobleem.
But it does affect you later in life.
It does
affect you later in life, and it's actually great that we spoke about this particular comment today. Also, all the comments coming in. There are still a couple of comments coming in, like for example, Esther Schmiestedt says that's why Michael Jackson speaks softly. The inner child in him has never left.
I mean, even the Never Land and everything.
Yeah, and then Tarek Mustafa says, I'm even more adamant now that you bring up the subject. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to hit my kids.
No, I don't think it's always necessary. And then Van Veek Des says she's obviously for spanking, but she says, today's kids for real have no respect for their parents or anyone around them. These kids insult and use violence on their parents over money and whatever they want, especially in Walfish Bay for real, with young ones that abuse drugs, etc. Parents live lives of alien pluckies. Plus, in such cases, I support punishment. Actually, I must say, a lot of the kids you're talking about actually do get spanked. So again, maybe the spanking is not working. Can we maybe try another method? I mean, these kids you're talking about that insult their parents, that are doing drugs and whatever, a lot of them, especially grow up in informal. I don't want to say informal. I mean, like some of these hoods are not informal anymore. Impoverished
areas. But it's also, you know what? And sometimes we need to say things for what it is. And we really appreciate your comment and being so forthright with the information. I mean, I have family in Walfish Bay, and we speak to our family every day. And yes, Walfish Bay, unfortunately, is quite a big hub for the trading of drugs, etc. Because it's a coastal town.
Harbor
so
town.
Things are
It's a
coming
harbor
on,
town.
it's
So
coming
there's a
on
lot of stuff
boats,
that comes in by boat and by ship, etc., etc. And you know what? There's, from the experience that I have, I've had friends who've been on drugs. Some have been successfully rehabilitated, and there are some who just completely went off the rail. And anybody who knows someone who's on drugs, it is the most difficult thing to handle within a family setting. So yes, it does happen that either a child can become extremely abusive towards a parent. Maar geef my geld!
They need that fix right now.
Ek wil gaan. Steal stuff from the house.
And unfortunately, it's usually that age where you can't beat them anymore. You know what I mean? It's not like the spanking is the problem. You can't beat them anymore at that age. They're beating you. But it also doesn't mean they didn't grow up being beaten. It's just...
Cisco Fortuin, my ma het gesê sy lewe volgens die Bybel. So ons is met Bybelse liefde gedonor. Finish en klaar. There you have an Old Testament and a New Testament. If you do believe in the Bible, there are certain stuff that was in the Old Testament that it's not practiced in the New Testament anymore. But ek hoor jou, Cisco. Ons hoor jou. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, interesting discussion. There's so many comments. I mean, we'll look at them afterwards. It's unfortunate we can't read all of them.
Ek kyk nou hier op Facebook because you get this notification here on Facebook. It is the birthday of Frankie.
Frankie.
I see you on Facebook now. It's
the Frankie Fredericks.
It's the birthday.
Happy birthday, Frank.
Hey.
It's the birthday of Frank Fredericks today. Ja, hy is nou oud.
Wow. Well done, Frankie.
Maar jy sal jou nog weghardloop.
Sy hele jippe, man. If he happens to see the stream, or I'll speak to him afterwards. But happy birthday. It's one of our Namibian heroes. So,
Go give Frank some love.
I keep on forgetting people.
It's also I also get the notification. Our what's his name?
Albertus.
It's also Papso's birthday. Happy birthday, Albert.
He's our ambassador in France.
So it's going to be popping some French champagne.
I wonder how Papso speaks French in Tambaranama.
And then, there was somebody also in the comment section that wanted us to wish a friend of theirs a happy birthday. I can't see that comment. Unfortunately, it came in so fast. If you're still listening, just quickly drop the name and we'll wish them a happy birthday. But happy birthday to everybody.
Stand by.
Yeah, that has a birthday today. Come sing. I think that you can sing for the.
We didn't ask your opinion here. Did you see us asking your opinion here? When you were egging people on here for me to do 40 push-ups, did you ask for my opinion? Nee, man, say julle, Yeah.
Oh, it's Monica Gasses. There is. Okay, happy birthday, Monica Gasses.
Happy birthday, Monica.
Kom Shines.
Blessings, many more years to come. Wishing
kom
you
Shines.
all health, wealth, prosperity, happiness. Come sing, Shines.
Shines, come sing happy birthday here.
No, but we still
all
love
of a sudden
your
he
voice.
has a throat problem.
Just-
Kom Shines asseblief. People expect you to do
It's
this.
for Monica.
Kom.
It's for Monica. Just give us something.
Yes, man. My voice.
Good.
Yeah, oh no, it's
It's-
okay. We're
it's-
fine with it.
I
So
know
he's
you can do
complaining
this.
about his voice. So, but you know, Shines is a musician. He's still gonna make it work. You can even come in with a bass because you are also a musician.
Yeah.
Okay,
Come
so but I'm a baritone.
Yeah,
and
do
I
the
think
ba-
Shines is.
So, Coffee, what are we doing here, man?
We're doing happy birthday
I've
to
got
Monica.
My throat.
Yes. Okay,
You know,
so
when I woke up this morning, I thought I had a little,
but
little,
it doesn't sound as if
a little corona, not like a
Like
donut.
corona.
Bra,
throat.
Bra Gontep the whole time calling me royalty. Don't worry, I'll also come in with the basses.
okay. What's that? A D or a A?
I don't know the keys.
Okay.
All right, Shines.
So, how many people are here celebrating their birthdays?
It's
We've
Monica.
established 3.
It's Albertus.
And it's Frank.
And it's Frankie. So I'll do Frankie, you do Albertus, and you
I'll
do
do Monica.
Monica. Okay,
All
but
right.
all together.
All right.
Okay, you start and we'll follow.
1,
We'll do it together.
2. Okay, never give us a clue. Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frankie.
Monica.
Happy birthday to you. Yay! Well done.
Beautiful.
Yeah, happy birthday, y'all. May you be
Happy
blessed.
birthday.
I lost my 8, man. And I barely like it. Yo, guys, man, may y'all be blessed. You know, from the morning mix crew, the whole Informanté Radio. We love y'all, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's our show. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. We're leaving you with a special song by nobody but Vaughan Aaron.
Yes! Don't cut the stream. I need to perform a one. Give me archetype. Do you have that one?
You need to put on your headphones to hear.
Listen,
It's
Coffee.
already running.
Before we go, it's tradition in the studio on a Friday
Right.
that we need to tell, our listeners and our audience out there, what are we going to do for the weekend? So what's
okay.
your weekend like?
I'm going to go and visit a couple of friends. I'm leaving town. And
Where you going?
I'm going to
To
go to the wonderful metropolis of Uys.
I've never been to Uys. It's a town that I would really still love to go and visit. Yeah. So I'm gonna make ready for the MTC show for tomorrow night.
Okay.
Tonight I'll just be home in my kamerjas having a braai. Hou tog op vals sing hier langs. What are you gonna do?
MTC.
What song are you going to sing?
I'm singing this one, and the second one I want everybody to be surprised.
Okay.
But and then Saturday I've got so many gigs. I need please give me some sound.
Have a good one, everybody.
Adolescent, so I have my seasons, but see, this is the life I chose, and honestly, I just need more highs than lows. So, mirror, mirror, can you make it clearer? Cause they don't know how my prophecy goes. I was born to be king, I was born for the dream, I was built for the ring, I'm in love with the screams. So I do this for the beams, the lights, in case they ever ask. I just hope I can make it all last.
Lately I'm not choosing, no bruising my way. Cursed by your demons, still calling my name. I hear them calling, calling my name. Calling my name. I hear them calling my name. I hear him calling my name.
This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age.